Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me for our weekly pastor's update. Reverend Celie wrote our bulletin this week, and here's some wonderful thoughts from her. As you know, there is a waiting period after a person receives a vaccination. Folks are asked to stay at the pharmacy or the doctor's office for 15 minutes before going on about their day. Last year, when Yo-Yo Ma received his second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, he decided not just to wait and count the seconds until the 15 minutes were up. Instead, he unpacked his cello from its case and played a concert for everyone in the clinic's waiting room. He transformed that time from something to get through into a sacred interlude of beauty, service, and kindness. So Advent is a time of waiting, looking ahead with hopeful expectation to the birth of Christ. But rather than pass this time away with our minds and our hearts focused on rushing to December 25th, we can see this waiting period in the way Yo-Yo Ma did, as a special time in its own right, a time to be filled with beauty and compassionate actions. Here's another cool part of the story. Earlier in the pandemic, Ma and fellow musician Emmanuel Axe put a makeshift stage on a flatbed truck and drove around giving pop-up outdoor concerts for essential workers. The firefighters and school bus drivers, EMTs, and public school teachers, food distribution volunteers, and farmers and healthcare workers they played for had no idea they were in for such a wonderful surprise. Hope, peace, love, and joy often surprise us. They pop up when we least expect them, and they defy even our best expectations. So I pray that we can all be open to let our loving, playful God surprise us with these blessings this Advent season. Oh, beautiful. Speaking of hope, we are hoping to acquire a 15-passenger van for the church. This would be used to provide transportation for members needing a ride to Sunday Mass, as well as rides for refugee families served by Speaking from the Heart, which is our English conversation ministry. If you can help, please contact me here at the church. You can call the church at 585-325-1180, or you can email me at mbrown@spirituschristi.org. So my email is listed on the bulletin. So if you can help in any way, give us a call. The holidays can be a tender time for those of us who are grieving the loss of a loved one. So if you're missing someone this season, we invite you to join us this Thursday, December 9th at 7 o'clock for our annual Mass of Remembrance. We'll light a candle in remembrance of those in our parish who have gone to their rest this year. And we'll hear words and songs of comfort that remind us of God's unconditional love. If you'd like a loved one's name read at the Mass, please call the office and leave their name for us, and we will add them as we read their names and light a candle. This week we send our condolences to Sharon Lewis on the death of her brother, John, and to Brian Macetta on the death of his father. We send our hearts to you, our love to you, and our prayers to you. It's so difficult during this time of preparing for Christmas to grieve the loss of a loved one. So please know that our love is with you. Friends, may you continue to feel God's presence as you sit with your coffee and candle each morning and throughout these snow-dusted days. And I will see you again next week for our weekly pastor's update. Take care.